Hey, welcome back to the third video in this series of videos on co-creation. In my last video about control versus co-creation, I was talking a lot about asking the universe for help. Asking, and how important this is in moving you along your path of co-creation. Because if you don't ask, basically you're not effectively directing the energy, and you're not giving the universe the opportunities to come in as much as it possibly could, and it can come in so much more. I always say to people, you've got to ask, and they say, I have been, I always ask, I always say, oh, just please help me, or something like that. And yeah, we all get to that place, don't we, where we're like, oh my God, would someone help me? But it's the quality of the question, okay, that you're asking. This is going to make all the difference to you. For example, let's say that you're flat on your back in a pile of sticky mud, and you're like, help me, help me. And you might feel like you're not getting any help, but if you go, just pass me that rope over there, please, so I can pull myself up, then the universe can go, oh, she just wants the rope. Here you go. Do you know what I mean? There's a big difference, and in the quality of those two questions, of kind of like this whole victim mode of help me, versus I'm clear about what I need, just do that for me, please. So you see how in that second example, you've actually kind of met the universe halfway. So instead of just going, oh, complete victim, I'm totally hopeless, just help me, someone, which is pretty hard for the universe to really know, how to pinpoint that help, versus getting really clear with yourself and really sitting with yourself and listening to your soul and what it really, really needs, and specifically the kind of help that it would really appreciate and could really use, and then asking for that. So basically, when you want to ask a question to the universe, it's really important that you think about that question and get really clear on what that question is. Because when you have a question, you have the answer. The two of them go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. So if you've really, really thought about the question that you want to get answered, and you've really connected with your soul about it, you've really gone into your feelings, you've really sat with yourself, and you've formulated a question that just encapsulates everything, or just this one aspect of your life that you're struggling with. It really just, if you could just get the answer to that one question, that would just mean, so much to you. It would just help you so much. If you can find that question, that's all you need to do. Don't worry about the answer. Don't worry about, how it's all going to be revealed. Just find the perfect question. The perfect question. That's all you need to do, because as soon as you've got that question, the answer is there. And you might find this. So you get clear, you get centered, you just feel, really feel, ask that question. And then as you pose that question to the universe, you might just have an intuitive knowing of the answer straight away. You might just get that, feeling coming to you, like, oh, I bet you the answer's that. No, I know it's that. Because kind of you already pretty much know these things. That's what I always come across when I work with clients. They're like, oh yeah, I already knew that, all that stuff, but I guess I just hadn't been willing to let myself receive it, to let myself really know that. And that's the thing, is we all really know, we just kind of don't want to know. So we tattle around in these other things, and we try and find these other solutions when we really know what we need to do, and we know what the answers are. They're all right there. But in order to help you to bring those answers to the surface, just to get the perfect question. That's all you've got to do. So in my last video about asking, this is what I'm talking about. In order to get the universe moving through you in a much more potent way and getting that help, get specific about the help that you want, get specific with the questions that you have, make them meaningful, soulful, purposeful with all of your being, and you will find that the universe jumps right in there to provide the answers and the solutions for you. So that's one hint that I want to give you about co-creation. And the second thing to do when you're struggling, okay, because you know, sometimes we just don't know what to do we? Like can get in situations, you know, and having an argument or having a personal crisis, and you know, we've got all these feelings going on inside ourselves, and in those moments we just feel cut off and we can't find the resources or remember what to do to bring ourselves back to our center again. And we all go through this, and it's just part of being here and growing and waking up and becoming more conscious. So what I do when I have no idea how to solve a problem, when I don't know how or what to do with this particular situation in my life or feelings that I'm having, I simply say a prayer. And this is really, really powerful. I'm going to explain it to you. And because who I talk to, okay, and it sounds religious, but don't get me wrong, I am not religious. I am not Christian. I just read the Course in Miracles, and that has a lot of religious, you know, connotation, like terminology, even though it's not a religious book itself. It talks about, you know, biblical terms, and it talks about the Holy Spirit. And it says that the Holy Spirit is, so you've got, you know, the ego world of separation and all of the separate bodies and all the things and the forms and all of that around us. And then you've got God, source, divine, whatever you call that, which is that oneness. It's the formless, it's the uniting energy that unites everything. It is all of us, really. It's within all of the forms. It's the one. And we are that one, but we have gone into the separation world to experience that and to learn to be conscious within that. And the intermediary between the two, so the thing that can reach into the form, which is like going inside of somebody else's dream to try and wake them up, because that's what it's like with us humans. It's like we've kind of fallen asleep. We're going around and around in these suffering kind of cycles, and we haven't kind of realized what we're doing or who we are. We haven't remembered, and so we're kind of lost in this whole world. And so the Holy Spirit, and you could call it something else, like your spirit guides or angels or I don't know, something else like that, but I just like to call it the Holy Spirit, because for me, that, I don't know, it seems more real and it seems more potent, more powerful. So the Holy Spirit comes into our dream, into the human, can come in and can take our dilemmas and our illusions, our, you know, dreams of suffering and our pain and our distorted perceptions of the universe. It can take those things from us and change them around, like kind of like putting them through the washing machine, so they're all clean and all beautiful and all upgraded, and all like a miracle has happened with that that messed up reality we had. So it takes that and makes it all beautiful and turns it into a miracle, and then gives it back in its upgraded form, gives it back to you. So it can take that problem and make it better and give it back. So that's what I do, and that's the prayer that I say when I'm totally at loss and I just really need some help. And I go, Holy Spirit, take this issue. I give you this issue, and I give it to you so that you can turn it around and upgrade it into its most beautiful, miraculous form, and show me the gift that it's got for me. Upgrade it, cleanse it, uplift it, and then give it back to me. And seriously, like the beautiful things that have come from me doing that have just been so cool. So I really invite you to play with that. And, you know, don't use that terminology if it feels weird. Just use whatever feels right to you. But you've got, so we all have so much help. Such an illusion that we're separate. It's such an illusion that we're all on our own. We're really not. And in order to maximize the help, remember, formulate a question or a series of questions that comes deep from your soul about what you really, really need, the help you really, really need, you know, that would really pinpoint it, and then pose those questions. And that will get you moving fast track and will get everything showing up in a much more meaningful way than just lazily kind of going, I need help, help me, I'm lost, help, help. That's not really going to generate anything meaningful from the universe. So I hope that's just given you something to play with for today, a couple of little things to play with in order to get your co-creations moving along with much more ease. And I'll see you again in another video.